deck today that's been going around that goes as fast as probably possible. So about half this deck looks like mono red, so we're not going to talk about those particular cards, but we're going to talk about some other things that are being added here to make it good, and that starts with Audacity. This is going to trigger prowess on things. This is going to allow a double striker to get in extra damage. This does a lot of stuff and even gives us a way to get an extra card down the road. But that double striker happens to be Picnic Ruiner. Now, Picnic Ruiner does actually have a reasonable sorcery we can use on the adventure that if we just want to put counters on something, we can do that. And it's cool because we can split those counters up, which is great. But when it gets to attack on your turn, it has double strike, which obviously paired with something like Audacity is going to give it an extra oomph to really beat up on your opponent. And that's also going to be helped out by Monstrous Rage, doing a little bit of the same as Audacity, giving that extra +2, giving that monster roll token, letting you double strike and trample, which is actually pretty sweet. So a lot of fun stuff we can do with that. Also, Questing Druid, another card here with an adventure. This is good for getting to 6 extra cards, but also a creature that we're going to grow pretty easily because there are a lot of red cards in this list. Of course, Ruby, being able to make mana and having haste is good for us. We're going to play some Godric because we have ways of putting multiple things on the battlefield, so that's actually pretty nice. We're going to play some Miglos, being kind of a catch-all creature here, hard to block, can remove artifacts and enchantments, just all kinds of stuff going on with this. And a card that's made several aggro lists lately is Witchstalker Frenzy. Now, the thing about this card I think people didn't notice initially is that it doesn't care if you attacked or your opponent's attacked. Just creatures need to attack. That's it, to reduce this cost. So a lot of times you're playing this for 1 or 2 mana, surprisingly. Other than that, it's a bunch of little duders and some burn spells. But if you want the full deck list, it will be at the end of the video. If you want to download it, be sure to look for the blue arrows down in the description. I'll take you to our Moxfield link where you can see today's deck and a pile of other decks already loaded and ready to go for standard if you're just looking for some variety. For now, though, let's go see if this thing is truly as fast as we think it's going to be. Sure, let's keep it. I mean, just putting Audacity on a Swift Spear is still reasonable, even if, like, not terribly exciting. However, deck, we have plenty of lands at this point. You can stop for a minute. But if you'd like to give us a cheap 1 mana thing to cast next turn alongside our Audacity, that would be welcome. Thank you. See, sometimes if you just ask your deck real nicely, things can happen. Alright, let's see if we get away with this. We may not. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, just Virtue. That's fine. I was like, what are they going to do there? Alright, you have an ossification. We get a card at least. So I don't mind that. Mind that it's a mountain. That's not what we wanted. Okay, this actually works, because at the bare minimum we get... Well, we're going to have a thing come into play next turn anyway. I was going to say, we'd have Godric Audacity, which is pretty sweet. And we don't even have to play the Sinkinzan, so we can get that as well later. Oh, and a backup Godric. That's cool. That's cool. You know what? Do I want to waste this or give... You know what? Just so there's no good block here. Like, it's damage all around. Oh, they're going to take the trample from that? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Oh, we got another Audacity. Come on. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's keep. Don't know how I totally feel about this, but you know what? Let's go for it. I mean, we have the lands to do everything we need to do. We just got to find the cards to let us do them. Okay. It's not usually what we see, a Stalwart Sentinel, huh? Alright, let's not waste that counter, I suppose. Make this a 3/3. Then we can end up with a couple of burn spells to remove some things. So we'll see how it goes here. 12. Alright. Tap Stalwart and Skrelv. No? Curiouser and curiouser, as they say. Right? I mean, I guess we're attacking, right? And if they try to save something, we can always shoot things. Yeah. I mean, what else are we going to do here? Wow, okay. They obviously have something to do here. I mean, I guess we try to target Skrelv. I mean, I guess they'll save it here. Rural treatment? Nope, just making some 1/1s. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Like, they have plenty of mana here, though. Okay, there's an Adeline. That's legit. I mean, we can kill her with the Witchcraft or Witchstalker Frenzy. Uh-oh, they're going to tap for something else. Just playing initiative. Wait. Oh, we can't kill the opponent. That would have been nice, though. If we'd have drawn the right card, we could have finished things here. Because this is 6, 7, 8. We can do 9. Yeah, I can't quite do it. Dang, that's close, though. Alright, well, I guess we'll do the things we can do, which is attack. And I guess you chump block or take 6. Nope, they're just going to take 8. Oh, after creature power 4 or greater. I didn't have that, actually. So they weren't going to get the double strike. That's okay. It's off that. Let's do that. Put them to 7. And then let's see if we can find like a Godric or anything larger. I mean, they might be about to give their creatures a bunch of bonuses here with an adversary or something. Nope, they're just playing a cheeky house mouse straight up. This is quite the hodgepodge of little dorks. Yeah, they're coming to get it. I mean, I guess they're looking and going, hey, I'm at 7. I can't attack with too much. Which, you know, they're mostly right. Okay, man, now I'm kind of wishing I would have just set on Ruiner to pump my team. No, I don't. I'd rather it just be a 3/3 this whole time doing work. Oh, I Ganjo it. Sure, that's fine. You do what you got to do. Now they're empty-handed. We're about to be empty-handed, so both sides are hell-bent. We'll see what happens. I kind of want to keep at least one of my creatures. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter which of these we kill. We'll just do that. Alright, that mostly just to keep the opponent at least a little bit on notice, so they have to stay on defense, can't go crazy. They do have access to 5 mana though, so a lot of things can still happen on their side here. Godric, you could still be pretty awesome here. You know what though? Picnic Ruiner to pump the other two, I'm down with that. Let's do that. And just say if you got another Iganjo, then I guess you get to kill a 4/4. Yep, exactly. It's pretty wild, because most people don't even play more than one a lot of the time, especially on a multicolor deck, but you know what? If they got it, they got it. Okay, they're down to 7, we're at 14. Get another one? I mean, at this point, they're probably looking for, like, Knight Errant of Eos or something of that nature. Uh-oh. They're just attacking shields down? What's up with that? I guess maybe they did get another Agandro. Wandering Emperor actually is probably pretty good here too. Nope, just more reinforcement. That's also fine. We can live with that. You got a double block. Yep, seems fine. They go to 4. We get another blocker, which they already knew we had. I mean, they had a ton of blockers this game. I think we finally weathered the storm. Where they're just straight... Wait. Why? Yeah, that was going to say, that's not what you want there, opponent. So we lose the Picnic Ruiner here. Yeah, it seems good. If they let the Commando through, we just kill them with the... I mean, the Etchings, and we get to kill them with the Saga. Okay, they're not going to do that. Sure. Sounds great. I'm into it. Alright, at 1, we have a billion ways we could do 1 point of damage. Oh, now they got another blocker. Well, that's good enough. Get to attack. They get to trade for the Ruiner. Yep, block Swiftspear. Now they have no blockers, and we're going to have 2 attackers next turn. Granted, they could also just make 2 soldiers again. Nope, Beast Caller, and that's ball game. Alright, cool. Ooh, that took a minute. Okay, we got a lot happening here. Alright, let's keep it. I'm gonna go here. And then we're gonna go double Swiftspear, I think, next turn. And we'll just figure it out from there. Unless we draw a 1 mana spell, then I might consider Picnic Ruiner here. Well, we didn't, so that turns that plan off. Alright. Be nice though if we could find something and then get triple prowess plus the 2/2 next turn. Could be real good, but need a little bit of help here. Alright, Killer Duder. I guess you make a body. Nope, just shooting us. Okay, that's not terrible. Oh, that's pretty bad, though. One of these things is not like the other. I just wish it wasn't the land that was different. Yeah, we're just going to attack and keep up pressure here. They come back and get us, they get us. I mean, next turn, if they leave us our Swiftspears, we get to pump both of those anyway. Let's see what the opponent does here. Wow, they must have a handful of burn spells. Oh, Monster Trade. Sure, that makes sense. At 12. Alright, let's see how many burn spells they got. Let's go here and here. Yeah, why not? I'm going to split them like that, assuming they're going to target the Swiftspear. Oh, they don't even have it. That's it. Yeah, it's exact. Oh, no, we're 1 short. Can they kill us? Oh, I messed up. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I did the most we could do that turn. I just thought it was going to be 1 more than it was. Oh, opponent's just giving up here. All right, fair enough. We'll take it. We go first. Yeah, let's keep it. There's a chance we could get an untapped land and then Ruby into Audacity, but if not, we'll probably just play the land Audacity on the Swiftspear and hope for the best. Because, you know, sometimes that's all you can do is hope. Hope and a prayer. And on to the races he goes. We did not get the land. But I think I'm still just going to do this. Mostly because it's possible we could double Audacity next turn a few different ways. We could like Ruby, Audacity, Audacity, or we could Ruby, Audacity, attack. So like, options. Collector's Vault. Alright, that's usually a sign of a Reanimator deck of some kind. So we're going to have to be real fast. Opponent's at 11. And we did not draw a land that turn. But we can trigger both Swift Spears. We do get a card here. Oh, and we didn't even... Oh, no. That sucks. Alright. I mean, there's no way we're going to win here, right? We just missed lands. Too bad. Even with extra cards, we didn't get a land. So yeah, we're dead. There's no way this Picnic Ruiner's surviving. I mean, just put whatever in you're planning to reanimate so we can just scoop it up. Do they not have any reanimator? Maybe they're not doing the reanimator thing. I don't know. I would assume they would have been. Alright, well. Kind of the best we can do. Yeah, double strikes for 8, so they go to 2. We can at least try to find a play with fire. I mean, if I'm here, I'm blocking. Unless they really need the mana, I'm blocking with Scrap Gorger if I'm in their shoes. Going to 2 feels very risky. Unless they have something to gain life next turn, like getting a Titan or something. Wow, they're going to take it. All right, they must have needed all the mana. Let's see what happens. I almost want them to kill the Picnic Ruiner so we get another shot at drawing the play with fire. Looks like they are going to kill it. Or maybe. I don't know. They have so much mana. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, they're using 2 of it. That's a good sign. We just have to hope they don't, like, reanimate Titan here. Okay, that's scary. But still doesn't mean we can't win. Also, we could get, like, Monstrous Rage and put it on the Picnic Ruiner, and that could still trample for enough with them being at 2. So still into this. Alright, Rebirth sounds good. What do they get from us? They got a Picnic Ruiner. They can pump their team. And that's actually kind of bad for us, because now we won't be able to trample through if they choose that side. Yep. That's good choice by them. Bad for us. Yep. Okay, that's actually a safe card for them to hit for us. Alright, so they've now got 13 toughness to punch through. We're not going to really ever be able to hit that. We got a land. How do we feel about this? Now, actually, if we can find a Monstrous Rage and attack, that makes this a 6, 7 power. That'd be 14. We'd only get through for 1. But we would get a card, and then we'd have this plus this next turn. All right, I'm going to go for it. Because we can get Monstrous Rage, or we can get a Play with Fire. That both of those, one wins the game, one gives us a chance. There's a Monstrous Rage. Okay. So we're attacking. All right, getting double strike. Man, if we win this, being stuck on land and just doing what we're doing. Opponent! Oh, maybe they have something with their Scrap Gorger. Yeah, here we go. They had another spell. Oh, did they not? No, they didn't. That's it. Wow. Yeah, that's tough because they would have been able to flash us back and get a tally again. I was really hoping to get to play with fire, but I'll take this. That's a win just the same. But wow. That is not how I thought that was gonna finish. I thought they were gonna double block. We were gonna have to kill both of them. The opponent goes to 1, and then we're just playing the top deck game. Which, hopefully, if all things went right, they spend 5 or 6 their mana, do some stuff to get a Talia into play. This comes in next turn. We play Godric, fly over for 4, and that ends the game. Hopefully. That's what the backup plan was. Assuming, again, they don't have Titan or something that they gain a bunch of life with. But, wow, that is a crazy finish, considering we only had 2 land for the majority of that game. Alright, we get to go first, and this is going to mostly look like just a mono red deck, I guess. Sure. I'm going to go ahead and play this in anticipation of drawing something. Okay, well, that anticipation went away real quickly. Pass. Alright. I guess we just try to shoot them, see what we can find. Not that. I mean, we found it, just not what we want. Why do I think there's going to be a make disappear here, but we kind of have to do it anyway? Exactly. We knew already. But it wasn't really going to not do something, you know? Gotta make them have it sometimes. We do still have quality burn spells here. Sleight of hand. Okay. So this is just a combo-y deck? Usually that's the only time you see sleight of hand. Alright. Not the worst thing in the world. You're going to bounce this guy for us? Nope. Alright. We'll try to attack for 4 then. Looks like we will be successful connecting for 4. End the turn. Seeds of Hope. They're going to gain 2 life. No! Alright. What do they mill? Another Seeds of Hope and a Fading Hope. They had another one? Okay. Or did they just get the other one out of the art? No, they actually had other ones. Wow, okay. Oh, it only lets you put a permanent. Okay, that makes sense. Terror. That's annoying, but we can, if we get a land, we can actually kill that. Can't kill 2 of them, though. That's super annoying. Alright, well, upstairs we go. Maybe we find, do I want that? That is a peculiar card here. Man. Opponent's still at 13. I'm going to assume no. Okay, well that comes into play tapped, and that doesn't help our case at all. So we can attack, they block, we use play with fire, they get a card, or we get a card. Might be the best we can do. Because otherwise we're just sitting to block, and that's not really going to be a thing, you know? And if they just have play with fire here, then they just get us. I mean, our hand had no real creatures, so, I mean, and we're not supposed to win this game anyway. Alright. Get our card, hopefully it's something good. It is not. Where are our creatures at? For the love of everything, we just need some permanents. Alright, GG. Opponents got this one. I don't even know what their deck did, but ours didn't do anything. Okay, let's keep it. Hoping to draw something good. Otherwise, we just have some burn spells and we're just kind of hanging out. Hey, you know what, Ruby? You will do, friend. You will do. I ain't mad at you. Alright. Oh, they're going shields down. We're going to get a chance to do a lot of damage. Even more so if we can draw a Godric here. Nope, we just drew lands. That's definitely not what we were looking for. Putting that there, because if they decide to bounce it, we at least get to do another point, and that's fine. Oh, it's at 8 already. Alright, you got you's a haughty gin, friend. That counts. I'm into that. And what's sick is if they block with the Commando, or block the Commando, I say we'd still get to trample for an additional one. Alright, opponent's at 5. I don't know how mono blue comes back from this. I mean, if you played like double Serpent, we'd still be able to punch through for enough next turn because of Play with Fire. I mean, they would have had to get like a couple of things in the yard, then Serpent, but still. I think this is going to do it. Sure. You got it. Just what's on board's good enough to get it done. Wow, that's good, because our draw with all that land was not great. Alright, let's keep it and see what happens. No 1 mana thing here, which is probably bad, but we'll find out. Duck's taunting me. Says, you wanted a 1 mana thing. Look what I got. Alright, you have a Blood Tithe Harvester. Alright, I guess this is where we just drop Ruby and pass. Only saving grace is we can protect against cut down. That's about it. Anything that kills Ruby, otherwise we're toast. Red Fugue. Yeah, I have a pile of things. Have fun. I mean, they could sack their Harvester to kill our Ruby, but we don't care that much. Yep, Godric was the scariest thing. That makes sense. And we actually could have, like, land Monstrous Rage, Godric next turn, and that would have been pretty wild. Yep, we take it. Okay, that's at least a little interesting. What can we do with that? Let's go here. 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 Alright. That at least turned into a somewhat decent turn 3. Then next turn we can use Druid on our turn with access to 5 mana. Opens up a few doors. Pumps the other questing Druid. Wow, obliterating bolt that guy. Okay. Didn't hit our questing Druid though, which is nice. They might Harvester to get rid of Ruby here to slow us down. Oh, never mind. Oh, thought they might have had another removal spell there, but they didn't. Okay, let's try Seek the Beast. Okay. What do we want to do here then? Do we want to play the Picnic Ruiner, or do we just... I don't think we do. I think we just play Miglos here. And then Ruby's bigger when we go to attack. Just a big 5-ball. Alright. If I'd had one more mana, it would have been sweet just to give our creatures the bonuses, but, okay, this ain't bad. Go here. Of course, Arena's going to tap all of our green and let the opponent know, hey, you probably don't have green cards in hand. Alright, what are they going to do to us here? They could kill something. Alright, let's go to attack. Don't know what you're going to block here, but I could also make it where they can't block, but... Actually, wait, I probably should. If 5? Because we could pump this too. Hold on. 7. Let's say they do kill this for 5. We can only make it 9. Probably still worth it though. Alright. Oh, never mind. That gets a +1 on the druid too. So they'd have to kill it right now. If they have anything. I mean, they might have another Sekinzen and just block up or something too. I was gonna say, you gotta have something here. You're not just gonna take all that. That would have been crazy. Good card, though. I'm a fan. I was wondering what the green was in their list for, and that's one of them, apparently. Do we want to remove any number of these? I don't think so. I think we'll keep that for defensive purposes. Opponent being at 3 is fine. We might also, who knows what they play, need to get rid of an artifact or an enchantment or something. But they're at 3. They've got to come up with something. Oh, actually not true. If they have Gix's command, because Ruby goes back to being a small creature, we would lose our board here. We'd have to draw a haste creature or something. Doesn't look like they have it, though, because I think they would have just straight up played it if they did. Beseech the Mirror. Oh, this is going to go get it. If they have it, we're going to see it right here. Didn't even think about Beseech. Because, like, ugh. Yep. Good play if you got it. Just find your board sweeper. Oh, they can't play that, though. Because oh, no, they sacked an artifact. No, because they have to be 4 or less to play it for free. Oh, so never mind. Doesn't even matter. I was thinking you could play anything if you sack something. That'd be stupid. Yeah, it's 4 or less. So I think we're okay? Into the Fire. Deals 2 to each creature. Okay. Got it. We will randomly attempt to Audacity. Then we will attack. Okay. Miglos gets it done. Ooh, boy. Alright, let's keep it. We might have a really big Swift Spear next turn. Assuming it lives. I don't even think we can. I think we just have to turn 2 pick, depending on what we're up against. If it's like, I don't know, green-white or something, then we go Picnic Ruiner. If not, we'll have some stuff to think about. Alright. Blue-black. What you gonna do, friend? What you gonna do? Alright, we'll attack. See what you got. Play a Picnic Ruiner. Don't know if it's going to do anything. They didn't have a cut down, though. Good, good, good. Okay, well, I guess they didn't have anything. Just so that game's not wasted, let's do some math real quick. Let's assume we play Audacity on the Picnic Ruiner. That's a 4. We play Monstrous Rage, which basically gives it +3, so it's a 7. We also get a +1 twice on the Swift Spear, so Swift Spear is now a 3. So we've got 7, that's 10, plus another 7 from the Double Strike. So that's 17. Opponent would have been at 1 on our turn 3. That's pretty crazy. And that's assuming we don't draw anything else that we could play a third thing, right? That's pretty strong. But, I mean, if they just don't have anything, they don't have anything. But, yeah. Crazy. Triple Swift Spear always feels weird, but I'm going to keep it. Mostly because we got Rage and Frenzy. So that gives us some turn 2 options where we could, like, Swift Spear, Rage, or we could just attack, take down a defender. Or that just gets Candy Grappled, and we're just going to attack with 2 Duders here. That's also fine. Alright. Trespasser. Okay. This gets very, very interesting. Because, I want to use this, but I know I'm just wasting whatever cards we get. Unless it's like a play with fire or something, and then sure. Huh. Especially if it's a land. I don't want to get too crazy here. But if we attack and we want to kill this... Actually, depending on what it blocks, we could just put that on there. Alright. That's fine. Okay, there was a chance they wouldn't block, but since they did... That works fine. We don't even have to spend anything else, so that works perfectly. If they sweep the board here, we go to get extra cards. Try to get work done next turn. Alright, opponent's at 14. We're assuming they're going to fight something, right? Well, those don't help. Does play with fire do anything here? That is a real question. Like, if we attack, are we willing to give up our lands? Like, that's a legit question here. Because we could play Druid, attack, get rid of our lands. Well, actually, hold on. What's the opponent at? They're at 14. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They'd be at 5. That's not nearly enough. Now, we're going to lose this land, so we're not going to have that next turn. We could play the Druid, get rid of the Druid. Could be an option as well. And we can get rid of this as one of our things, so sure. So we get rid of Druid, token, 3 lands? Ugh. Alright, well, we do what we gotta do. Tough decisions gotta be made in life sometimes. 1. Actually, do we even keep the Druid? Because we have red spells left. Nah, we're just gonna do what we can. Okay. Opponent's at 10. I don't know how we get there from here, but it is what it is. If they just have another one, then so be it. They had a Shieldred. That's tough. Alright. Sure. Alright, GG's. Alright, let's keep it. Swift Spear, go. Would you like to play a tapped land, opponent? I would not be mad at that. Oh, Dinnick. Oh, alright. That's actually kind of good, because depending on the version they're playing, they may not be playing that many spells. I mean, removal. Might be all creatures. If so, we can get some work done with Audacity and have some fun. Wedding announcement. Great. Love to see it. Dinnick chose not to attack. We're going to juice this up. And... I kind of want to make an attack with this and then just waste one of these questing druids. Just to kind of force Dinnick out of the way. Alright, let's do it. It's a little... It's not even a little. It's a lot wasteful. But that's fine. Okay, if they only block like that, then we're not going to worry about it. Oh, opponent, that's just going to trample over. What are you doing, friend? Wasted a Godric. That's tough, but cost of doing business. Alright. Wandering Emperor, you got it.
I hope you're ready to lose.
We get a card.
This is what you get.
Another Picnic Ruiner. Of course it is, right? Sure. We're gonna go... Attacking into Wandering Emperor, which they're not going to let us do, obviously. Sure. And then we're going to do this into this. And then they Sunfall, because playing creatures plus Sunfall seems to be a thing people are doing these days. Nope, just a 3/2 Flying Dinnick, which will be a 4/3, so it's going to be a formidable creature to deal with here. Not a bad card to draw. Alright, let's go digging. I mean, we're probably still just using the Frenzy or whatever here, but oh, maybe not. Ooh, we can do this for 1 if we do that, because we get to go Swift Spear. Oh, this is so much damage. Onto this guy. And then we get to attack. Then we can kill Dinnick before it even gets to block. Oh, this is so much. Look at this. I don't think the opponent understands First Strike and Trample what's going down right now. There you go. You can kill that off. But boy, they're going to take a lot. Yep. I don't even know how close to lethal that was. They were going to take 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 8 minus 5, so it would take 3. So they'd taken 15, and they'd have been at 1. We'd have got a card and been left with the 5/5 and the 2 1/2s. With Questing Druid and Miglos up next turn. Wow. That didn't start out the way I thought it was gonna, but it sure did finish strong. I'm into it. Yeah, this is a little tough, because I felt like multiple times we had almost too many lands, which I sort of get it when you consider we only have 2 things that cost 4 or more. And that's really the Witchstalker Frenzy, which we never want to play for 4 anyway. Everything else costs 3 or less. Really, everything costs 2 or less, because we only have even 6 things that cost 3. Granted, they are very important things in Goldrick and Miglos, but if we get those on turn 3, 4, 5, we're actually usually okay. Plus, we're drawing a little deeper with Audacities and Questing Druids. So, seeing as how we were playing, what's that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... and another 8 is 23. I think this deck might be able to get away with 22 lands. If so, what I kind of want to propose here is to remove a mountain, add a royal treatment, though maybe not even royal treatment. Maybe we need... I don't know. There's so many options. Maybe just go Tameo Safekeeping, because we do get life gain against mono red. So that could be a thing. And this could also be Tyvar Stand or whatever you want it to be. And I feel like we need to cut 1 more card. I don't know if that needs to be Questing Druid. It does help us dig and find answers and was critical a couple times. Though it could also be a little lesser because we're adding green cards. I don't know. Actually, here's the thing. I like Tameo Safekeeping, but because we're playing Godric, sadly, the royal treatment is better. Even though Tameo Safekeeping can protect you from like board sweepers and things like that, you know, depopulates or Path of Peril, which is great. Don't get me wrong. I mean, well, I guess the other does too. It gives you indestructible. But this also gives you hexproof, so your opponent can't just spike target with different things. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and add the royal treatment. Because again, it's a benefit with Miglos, or not Miglos, with Godric, and that makes a lot of sense. Because this gives your thing hexproof, but not indestructible. So you're give and take a little bit here, but you do get an extra +1/+1, which is also beneficial. So, yeah. I think I like Tameo Safekeeping better, but because getting the extra permanent does matter in this list, I kind of want to do it. Now, 61 cards and 22 land feels pretty tight, but it is a bunch of low-cost things. I will say this. This is what I'm going to submit and what you're going to be able to download. But if you're having issues, I might consider removing one Questing Druid, because you're going to have less mana to leave up during their end step or whatever and kind of function from there. And the royal treatments, I think, can help you out anyway, just keeping a creatures alive. Like, you know, if you keep your Picnic Ruiner, then they go to kill it the next turn, you're able to save it. That's probably going to end the game, you know, by itself the next turn. So, yeah, I'm gonna just cut one Questing Druid anyway. And it makes the deck a little more budget because we're cutting a rare. Speaking of which, we don't have a ton of crazy cards in here. There's a lot of commons and uncommons in this list. But anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. But here's the list we're submitting. 4 Commando Faces Kakazan, 4 Monastery Swift Fear, 4 Monstrous Rage, 4 Play with Fire, 4 Audacity, 2 Royal Treatment, 4 Picnic Ruiner, 3 Questing Druid, 2 Ruby, 3 Godric, 3 Miglos, 2 Witch Stalker Frenzy, 6 Mountain, Sekinzan, Beseju, 2 Forests, 4 Copperline Gorge, 4 Carplusian Forest, 3 Rockfall Vale. But yeah, what I was saying there is this deck list, I believe, outside of 9 cards now, well, outside of your lands, which is fine. I think you go ahead and craft the lands because you're going to use those in a bunch of decks. But let's say you don't have those. You can get by with basics and whatever. And then of your spells you're playing, only 9 are actually rare or mythic. So this is a pretty budget list for as strong as it is, which is actually pretty damn impressive because you don't get too many of this power level that are what we would call budget lists for Arena. So this is actually I'm pretty stoked about that. Also, this list does have the typical issues of bot removal early, stuff like that. But if you play around it, it actually is pretty versatile and gives you some ways to come over the top, literally, with Godric, or to push stuff out of the way with the Frenzy, or just double strike through stuff, which is also pretty cool. So lots of neat ways that this deck can actually push through damage to try to get a win. So yeah, this is a pretty wild list. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Goblin Chain Whirler. Mostly just to reminisce on this card. Like, you might look at this card and not understand that this card was a real problem in Standard like 4 years ago. This annoyed so many people. It dominated so many battlefields. And not only that, it picked off a bunch of things. And then you still had this 3/3 to deal with. It was super annoying. And because this card's been reprinted several times, you can pick it up right now for under $1. So if you are playing Goblins, this is a great card to play and can annoy your opponent. Can pick off all those 1/1 spirits your opponent's sitting on, or even some elf tokens or whatever it happens to be. The card is still really good, but not to the level that it was when it was in Standard. Just a sweet card that you can pick up for probably like 50 to 75 cents right now. And if you're a big fan of Gruul and you enjoyed today's deck, I'm going to give you a link right here to our Gruul Legends list that actually was also surprisingly really, really good. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.